77 WABC and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center honor the life of legendary broadcaster and our friend, Ernie Anastas.
Hi, it's Ernie Anastas. You know, your thoughts can affect how you feel. Bergen Newbridge Medical Center is the largest hospital in New Jersey, providing comprehensive, equitable, compassionate, and high-quality emergency inpatient and outpatient medical care, plus mental health services and substance use disorder treatment. The Bergen Newbridge team can address your total health needs in one convenient location. Call 201-225-7130 for an appointment or newbridgehealth.org.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
There is so much to get to this morning. New York's socialist mayor, Mamdani, a police shooting in Chicago, where, of course, the police are under attack. My point of view, they didn't do anything wrong. But, of course, we're starting with the headline that is moving throughout the world. This from Fox News.
Maybe we'll just let people take this in for a second. This is the moment.
And the moment being President Trump shaking hands with the Chinese leader to kick off this historic summit between the world's two most powerful heads of state. And again, this is part of Fox News. The two leaders standing shoulder to shoulder outside China's Great Hall of the People, a massive Communist Party showpiece that is overlooking Tiananmen Square.
In the news business as we are, would love to sit in these meetings.
And I think we would all love to be in those meetings, which are underway at this hour. The President of the United States from the table as they were inside about to start the meeting.
Well, President Xi, I want to thank you very much. First of all, that was an honor like few have ever seen before. And I think I was particularly impressed by those children. They were happy. They were beautiful. The military is obvious. It couldn't be better, but those children were amazing, and they represent so much. And I know they represent so much to you. You and I have known each other now for a long time. In fact, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president and president has had. And that's, to me, an honor. We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you, and you would call me. And whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked that out very quickly. We're going to have a fantastic future together. Such respect for China, the job you've done. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true. I only say the truth. And I just want to say on behalf of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, and I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them, we asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business, and it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf. So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those that say this is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it. I can say in the United States, people aren't talking about anything else. But it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's the opening statement at the table from President Trump. So what are they actually going to possibly work on, deal with? And folks, I have a lot of other issues to get to that we'll get to momentarily. So stand by. 800, we see your calls coming in, 800-848-9222. My colleague Bill O'Reilly stating this about the meeting.
So President Trump is gambling that he can turn it around, all right, and that all the prices will come down quickly if he can negate the Iranian government. So he goes to China. He asks China for help. This is not going to be made public, of course, okay? China will say either yes or no. But it's in China's best interest, because if you know anything about the country, what they value above all else is order. They don't want disorder. It's bad for business. They don't want Hormuz. They don't want any of this. And I understand that President Trump is going to offer China an alternative oil buy. So they'll be able to buy from the United States.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Rather than Iran.
So we'll see exactly what comes out of the meeting today that's happening now in China. Tonight, a state dinner, our equivalent of a state dinner. Before I get to the socialist mayor of New York City, 800-848-9222. Dominic Carter here with you folks. Look who's surging in the race for Los Angeles mayor in terms of this guy is coming out of nowhere. Spencer Pratt, he just surged 12 points in the polls and now is only behind the front runner, Karen Bass, by single digits. This from Fox News.
New polling showing political outsider, former reality TV star Spencer Pratt making huge strides in this race for LA mayor. The independent candidate gaining 12 points since March, now trailing Democrat incumbent Karen Bass by single digits. Pratt's campaign in next month's primary gaining traction with voters. He highlights LA's homelessness crisis and failed leadership. He does it very artfully with a ton of social media and some pretty powerful ads, I think, have really helped this race for him quite a bit.
So that's from Fox News. So now let's get to the socialist mayor of New York City. There is so much to talk about, and that is Mamdani. I want you to listen to the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, right? So you think we have problems here in New York City? And folks, that's a message, a warning to all of you throughout the country. Well, according to the Speaker, there are little Mamdanis popping up all over.
The way I describe it in summary is that they're little mini Mamdanis popping up all around the country, okay? And they're openly avowed socialist Marxist ideology. This is something that we have never seen before in American history. The Tea Party reset in the Republican Party was about fiscal responsibility. This is about moving away from a constitutional republic to a communist utopian ideology. And that's a dangerous thing for the future of the country. The problem we have is the insurgent left, the far left, has all the energy and excitement and the money in the Democratic Party. This is not our father's Democratic Party anymore. They're going far, far left, and no one's there to stop it. And that's a dangerous thing.
And indeed, it is a dangerous thing. Mamdani's all over the country. So a report out, Mamdani offended the billionaire Ken Griffin, and, shot the video outside of his home. Griffin is taking part of his business to to Miami as a result of this. And according to Channel 4, here in New York City, Mamdani has been trying to privately reach Ken Griffin on the telephone. So much for all of that boldness in public. This is from WNBC TV in New York.
We're reporting today that Mayor Zohran Mamdani has made some recent efforts to reach out to Citadel CEO Ken Griffin. That's according to several sources in the city's business community who are familiar with those efforts. And they're telling me that Griffin does not appear in any mood to speak with the mayor and that he might be holding out for a public apology for that video the mayor posted.
Like for this penthouse.
Calling out Griffin's $238 million penthouse as an example of why the city needed a new pied-à-terre tax. But Mamdani's tone has changed since Griffin said that the mayor's video would cost the city jobs.
We need to double down on our bet in Miami.
I would be happy to speak with Mr. Griffin.
The mayor said the other day that he would be happy to speak to Ken Griffin. Do you have any idea? But he hadn't yet. Do you have any idea if that's happened?
No, I saw Ken Griffin yesterday, and no, that hasn't happened.
On Friday, I interviewed Stephen Fulop, who represents the CEOs of the city's largest employers at the Partnership for New York City.
It hasn't happened. And look, if you're Ken Griffin, right, and you were singled out and vilified as if you've done something wrong, and the reality is that you donate hundreds of millions of dollars to philanthropy, let alone paying billions of dollars in taxes, and somebody wants to have a private conversation without a public apology or public recognition that that was a mistake, you probably wouldn't want to have that conversation either.
Do you think the mayor should apologize to him?
I think the mayor should acknowledge the fact that it was a mistake and he shouldn't have singled him out. And if you want to call that an apology, I think you can get close to the words, I'm sorry, or shouldn't have done it. You don't necessarily say those things. I think that's a sign of maturity and growth in a job, and everybody makes mistakes.
Fulop declined to disclose the details of private conversations during that interview.
The mayor's office would not confirm or deny efforts on behalf of the mayor to reach Griffin. A Griffin spokesman said the mayor had not directly called Griffin, but would not confirm whether any efforts had been made through an intermediary. He did not directly respond to our question about whether Griffin was awaiting an apology.
So there you have it, folks. You get the point. You know, Mr. Boldness beat on his chest. Mamdani, the coolest mayor ever that won't protect New York's Jewish community, apparently is trying to reach the billionaire. I hope to apologize. I'm starting with Teddy, line 1 in Yonkers. Teddy, a lot going on this morning. What's on your mind?
Good afternoon. I want to praise you. Look, Dominic, even though we disagree on certain things, 80% of the things that you talk about I agree with, and I want to emphasize that. And I want to congratulate you on you contemplating the idea of you running for mayor for New York City and the support that you're getting from your family. And I'm saying it on the air, even though I'm not allowed to vote in New York City, I will contribute $100 to your campaign. Boy. When you officially make this notice. And I told my sister Janet to listen to the radio tonight. Please listen. I think she is going to be listening. And Jan, this is a shout out to you. Shout out to you, Jan. And Dominic, she likes you an awful lot.
That's nice of her. Bless her heart.
She doesn't call, but she likes you an awful lot, and she says she would hope that you would win the election if you do run. But I wanted to say that, Dominic. And if you do officially become to run for the mayoralty, I will contribute $100 to your campaign.
Wow. Look at that, Teddy being nice. Teddy, thank you for the great call. It's appreciated. So folks, I don't have any interest in politics, but New York City needs to go in a different direction. New York City needs a tough mayor, a Rudy Giuliani 2.0, and if I ever got into politics, that would be me. And what shocked me over the weekend is I was sitting down with my family, and every member of my family said, Dominic, you know, you should do this. You could actually win. You should run for mayor. So I don't know. I just know that anything is an improvement over Mamdani. And I'm not one of these other clowns that's out there that's doing something just to be seen and heard. If I decided to do it, it would require me to move back into the New York City. It would require me to raise the money. It would require me to open up my entire life, right? And get ready for all of this stuff. Mamdani thinks he's so slick. He thinks he's the only one that knows how to spin something that's negative. So, for example, he hid his wife the entire campaign. Why? Because his wife is a racist and anti-Semitic. So I don't know, Teddy, but bless your heart. Thank you, and thank you to your sister. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
It's Dominic Carter. Did you know that St. Luke's University Health Network,
based in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, has been recognized by the U.S. government as the highest performing health system in the United States for quality? You heard right. St. Luke's #1 recognition affirms our status as the top leader among the most respected healthcare providers in the nation, including Houston Methodist and the Mayo Clinic. To state it simply, if you want to receive the best care when you go to a hospital, come to St. Luke's.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
As it relates to my social media, our social media team, they just started on Instagram, a brand new page for me. So go follow it, folks. It's called at the Dominic Carter Show. There you'll hear me daily. I don't want to say going off, but that's what it amounts to on the day's political news. Let's go to, line 4, Adam in Connecticut. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Dominic. Big fan of the show. Getting right to the point here. Really respect your opinion and your intelligence. I want you to hear me out real quick. From what I just heard from President Trump, he typically is a guy that shows strength, shows assertiveness, shows confidence. I didn't see it there. I didn't hear it there. It sounds like he's really needing to heavily rely on China for help with the situation in Iran. Now, with the situation in Iran, this is how I see things here. Trump has a lot of respect. Trump is no idiot, but I really strongly feel that we need to remove ties a lot from Israel, because I do not see Benjamin Netanyahu wanting to stop the attacks on Iran. Can they develop nuclear power? Yeah, there's evidence that that's a possibility, but he's been barking about this since the Clinton era. And going up and lobbying for this and lobbying for this. And no
okay, all right, Adam, in the interest of time, I have too many calls. I have to step in. So you're indicating, you seem to just indicate that based on the president's opening remarks that we were just listening to, that he's not coming off as strong. Isn't Trump the same one that put forth these tariffs on China? Okay, yes, but what does that have to do with there goes that. There goes that, right? So all right, so quickly, please, because I have too many calls. So what should happen with the situation with Iran? You tell me, quickly. Quickly, I think that we need to stop funding Israel. No. That's not. You already said that. I'm asking you for the end result. What happens with Iran?
What happens with Iran? You know,
yes,
I'm not in that position. I'm not in that position.
Yeah, well then see. So Adam. So you want to do Adam. So you want to bring up half the problem and don't deal with the rest. I mean, frankly, with much love, anybody can do that. Anybody can point to the problem. Anybody. You just said, oh, Netanyahu, and he's been claiming this, he's been claiming that, nuclear weapon. Anybody can point to the problem. I was asking you, but I can't continue. I was asking you for the solution, okay? President Trump is an outstanding leader, will go down in history as the greatest president ever in American history. So let's see what happens later on today in China. The meeting is ongoing as we speak. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from DreamKnit fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials. Effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at vuori.com/Libby. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to vuori.com/Libby and discover the full versatility of Vuori clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And the two world leaders at the historic summit sitting across from each other. Here's a little bit of what President Trump had to say a short time ago.
It's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And so it's going to be very interesting to see what's actually on the table, what's actually discussed. And later on tonight will be a state dinner in President Trump's honor. And then there are further meetings before President Trump and the American business leaders head back to America. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, boy. Let's go to Joe in Trenton, New Jersey, line 5. Joe, good morning. What's on your mind?
Dominic, I'll make it short. To Adam, your last caller, he seems to forget all the documents that the Mossad took out of Iran, showing just how far advanced they were with their nuclear program.
Fair enough. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, he's entitled to his. President Trump is doing the right thing as far as the war in Iran. And, you know, there are just people that, you know, they want him to do what other American presidents have done. And thankfully, Joe, we have a president that's not going to do that. He's not going to just punt and pass on this. Thank you so much for the call. Let's go to Rose, line 4, Long Island. Rose, what's on your mind?
Hello, Dominic. I could not stop smiling all day when I heard that your family is behind you if you decide to run, because I knew you wouldn't do it without them. So God bless them. God bless New York. And I'd be happy to pay for the gospel choir to sing "Oh Happy Day" at the swearing in. I would be happy to do that.
Rose, so, New York is not ready for me. New York is not ready for me.
You have no idea how they're ready for you. You have no idea, because people are sick of this. They're sick of what's been happening, these attacks on the Jewish people. I'm not Jewish. I've been to Israel. I've been to Yad Vashem. I've been to Dachau. I've been in the gas chambers. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. And I think the feds need to step in here.
They're going to have no choice. They're going to have no other choice, Rose, but to step in. The reason why I say New York is not ready for me, because I would say from the Blue Room of City Hall, and I would probably use language like this to these nut Palestinian protesters that are out there harassing people. I'm going to say this one time. I dare you. And that would be my exact words. And that would probably be the end of it. And then if they showed up near a synagogue harassing innocent people, Jewish New Yorkers, I would come out there myself as the mayor and tell them they've got 30 seconds to leave or everybody is getting arrested. It would not be tolerated for 2 seconds. It wouldn't be tolerated at Columbia. I don't want to hear that nonsense about, freedom of expression, First Amendment. Okay, you want to protest? Protest from this pen, the way it used to be, Rose. Protest from this pen I set up for you 300 yards away from the location. You're not going to harass these people. And Mamdani is talking their language. I mean, and it's utterly disgusting. Rose, thank you for the great call.
That's why we need you. We need you. We need you. We need you.
Well, thank you, Rose. I was shocked because my wife is very shy and she's very, very private. Very shy, very, very private. She's the type that would be at a different school. She's an educator by trade, retired from Manhattan College in New York City. And she has, she's close to having a PhD, 2 master's degrees, 1 in reading. And she'd be at school with the kids every day reading to them. But I was shocked because my wife, she's not really into politics. And we were having a meal Saturday in Nutley, New Jersey. And she looked up, first my daughter started, then my son, and then my wife said with a straight, serious face, she said, Dominic, you could do this. You could actually win. And it made me stop and think about it for a second. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going from positive now to negative. Let's go to line 3. Walter in Baltimore. What are you going to whine about now, Walter? What are you going to complain about now?
I'm not complaining, Dominic. I want to give a warning because the president of the United States right now is in a dangerous position.
What's that, Walter?
The president is in China in a murderous regime without protection. The Secret Service is incompetent.
Okay.
It cannot
Walter. I'm not going to engage in this stupid conversation with you. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
You're afraid, Dominic.
Walter, I'm going to say it one more time, and then you're going to meet Mr. Click. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the Secret Service incompetence.
Okay, introduce him to Mr. Click. Let's go to Gracie, line 4 in California. Gracie, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dom. Listen, what's on my mind is these people on the left are completely crazy, all right?
They are.
What Walter just said, what Edward. Now, what I'm going to answer is this. Since 9/11, President W. Bush, Obama, and even Biden, that all of them said we cannot let Iran get a nuclear weapon. Where are these people have no memories on the left? Are they Trump derangement syndrome? Obviously. But don't they realize even their people said we can't let Iran get a weapon? These people are suicide bombers. They don't care about dying.
They don't.
We cannot let Iran get a weapon. And as far as blaming Israel, that's not even in the equation as far as I'm concerned. We are the great Satan. They are only the little Satan. If they could get the bomb over to kill us, they will kill us. Are these people effing stupid? That's what I have to say for tonight.
And yes, they are, Gracie. Let the church say amen. Thank you for the great call, Gracie. Let's go to Sherman, line 5, New York City. What's on your mind, Sherman?
Thank you for an outstanding show, as usual. The truth is,
thank you.
Mentally healthy. You're welcome. Mentally healthy for all of us. I am honored to go on after Gracie. What a privilege. I hope I will do well in what I think and how I feel. If we had to make a very serious decision on which country should go or stay, let's say the whole earth can vote, or let's just say F the whole earth, America can vote on which country should go or stay. When I say go, I mean literally go. Israel or Iran? based on the whole history, what do you think most reasonable people would say, regardless of religious affiliation, just common sense? Iran has been a threat to us for a long time. They are fanatical. They kill their own people with little or no cause. Any extremely religious, any extremely religious group of people are a threat because they're not thinking rationally. That's why I attempt humbly to be religious to an extent, but also to be spiritual. Spiritual just means consciousness, using my own awareness and my own extreme common sense to be as reasonable as possible to make decisions. Religion is great, but also common sense is great combined with it. And the Iranian regime, not the people, see, and sometimes you got to go hard, and sometimes this is how life is. When there's war, people get killed, even if they're not part of the military. It's Iran's fault because the people should have, everybody talks about us like we're so bad, but guess what? We don't take no stuff. We're never going to be conquered because we have righteous people living here, both men and women. We're never going to be conquered by a government because we have righteous people living here that will not put up with it. I'm always wondering what's up with all these countries and islands where they allow governments to run them like this, including Cuba. If we're so bad and terrible, how come we're so free? Free meaning, we're free, but there's some issues that I would say are not total freedom either. But reasonably speaking, we're free because we have the right amount of religion here, and we have the right amount of common sense, and we're never going to let people control us in a way that's not rational.
Sherman, you're always the voice of reason, and I thank you. I thank you very much for that call. Everything you just said, and Sherman is correct. Thank you for the call, Sherman. If it comes down to Iran or Israel, 9.75, 9.75 out of 10 reasonable people would say we want Israel to hell with Iran. And so we see all your calls, so I'm not going to have time to deal with this story, but I don't understand, folks, the way we have this historic summit, right, in China, literally as we speak right now. I don't understand. I want to switch for a moment to Chicago. I'm going right back to your calls. The police are always second guessed for everything. So in Chicago, you have a situation where a cop appears to yell, "I'll kill you," before fatally shooting a fleeing driver, right? Now, the man was driving a car wanted in an earlier shooting, right? And of course, his family says the shooting was unnecessary, right? Well, why didn't you raise your child better? I believe a Mercedes, the guy is pinned in. There's a bus and other vehicles. This guy goes backwards, forwards, slams into the bus, slams in reverse into a police car because he's trying to get away. Well, mommy and daddy and family, I wonder why he wanted to get away. So what are the police supposed to do? Just stand there and let him keep ramming until he kills somebody? So the cops are telling him basically, stand down, stand down, stand down. Yes, they're using colorful language, as anyone would. So they open fire and they kill him. As far as I'm concerned, that's one less problem in the world, right? And so now, of course, the police are under fire. I'm going to have to save this for tomorrow, but I want you to hear this actual scenario that's playing out right now in Chicago. This is The Encounter.
He's right in the car! He's right in the car! Get one shot fired! Shot fired! Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the car! Say one! Say one! Hey, calm down! Hey, move back! Hey, I see his head! Watch out! Watch out! Hey! All right, who's right over there now? Give me cover! Give me cover! I got you! All right, go! Got your cover.
So every line is lit up, so I'm going to have to table this for tomorrow. You tell me what the Chicago police are supposed to do. Are they supposed to say, now the windows are tinted, they can't see him, He's defying every order they give him. There's a bus, a city bus that has him pinned in. It's a government bus, some type of maybe a county bus. He rams into the side of the bus. He backs up, ramming into a police car. He's ramming into every vehicle because he's trying to get away. So what are the police supposed to do? Are they supposed to pretend that it's a Girl Scout driving the car? And so, they said to him, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car. He's ignoring every command. And now the police are under fire like they did something wrong. It's one less problem in the world. Family to his family. How about that? You should have did a better job of raising him. You know what, folks? I want to get to some of your calls right now, but I've got to take another break, and so I don't want to rush someone. But obviously, folks, the program is coming to an end. So when I come back after another short segment, you're going to have to get to the point because I'm trying to get to all of these calls, and every line is lit up. You folks are very talkative this morning. I'm annoyed at how the police in Chicago are being treated. What are they supposed to do? This guy is clearly a criminal. Excuse me, sir. Will you please get out of the car now? Oh, you want to ram the bus again? Oh, you want to ram the police car again? Please, sir, we'll wait until you're ready to get out. No, I don't think so. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Light him up. He don't get out of the car. We are coming right back.
It's Dominic Carter. Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And as we go back to the phones, don't forget to go over to Instagram and follow at the Dominic Carter Show. The social media folks just started this today. Let's go to line 5, Becky in Brooklyn. Good morning, Becky.
Good morning. You said to get right to the point, so I will. Let me start this by saying I am a Jewish woman. I am 86 years old, and I'm addressing this to my people. Do you see what's going on out there? Are you watching these riots? Mamdani will do nothing. Chuck Schumer says nothing. Governor Hochul, who is now up for re-election, is also doing nothing. So, come election time, please, I am begging you, do the right thing and vote for the right people. That's all I have to say, Dominic.
Hey, wait, Becky, wait a minute. You still with me?
Yes.
So now, wait a minute, Becky,
I'm
you're
angry.
lying to me. You're not 86 years old. You sound like you're 45.
Honey, I am.
You sound like you're like 45.
Well, thank you, but I am 86 and very angry because I have never in all my years seen riots that are going on like that. What's going on in this city right now, and I am addressing particularly my own people who voted for Mamdani and Chuck Schumer and Hochul and all these people who are doing absolutely nothing, including the police commissioner. What is it going to take to stop this? They have to vote these people out and vote for the right
well, Becky,
people.
the commissioner can only do, any commissioner can only do what the mayor permits them to do.
I know,
that's the bottom line.
Politicians, I worked in a political office many, many years ago. I won't say whose. What goes on behind the scenes that we don't know about is unbelievable. But I am now talking about what we do know about. You just played a clip of those riots. Mm-hmm. It scares the life out of me. And yet, what do my people do? They vote these same people back in. I mean, the ones that voted for Mamdani. Jewish people, are you happy now? Are you happy now? That's all I have to say, Dominic.
Thank you, Becky. You're still lying to me. You're not 86. You're like 45. But thank you, Becky. I'm just joking around here. Let's go to Vinny and Bayside. Line 3. Vinny, what's on your mind?
Hey, Mr. Carter. One of your first weekends that you covered back in 2015, I begged you to run for mayor. Begged you, and I kept on getting through, and I kept on begging you. If by any chance you possibly remember that?
I don't remember, but I hear you. You know, I am getting a little older, Vinny. It's a little hard to remember sometimes. I'm only joking, but thank you for that, Vinny. What do I say? I'm starting to seriously look at this because obviously, if I decided to do this at some point, I'd have to get off the radio. By law, you have to. And you got to get serious, and I'd have to move back into the city of New York. It's a whole process. I don't know, but thank you so much for that call. Let's go to James in Pennsylvania. Line 2, James, what's on your mind?
Mr. Carter, I'm so sorry for being rude the other day and calling you a name. My name is Mr. Package, and I'm a disabled nurse, and I live in Washington, Pennsylvania, and I'm staying in the roadway in and out. I need money to pay rent for the next couple of weeks.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what name you called me. Folks, I have to be honest with you. This is not politically correct what I'm about to say. But sometimes you call up and you say, remember when I No, I don't remember. Do you know how many people I talked to between the midnight show and the 3 p.m. show? I'm sorry. I know it's not politically correct. I'm supposed to say, of course I remember. No, I don't. Let's go to Vincent, line 1 in Brooklyn. And do me a favor, don't call up trying to beg for money ever again. Don't play yourself like that because you'll get cut off right away. Vincent, we only have about 20 seconds for you. Go ahead.
Becky's call was right on the money. The people of New York may get some justice because Leo Terrell, who's Donald Trump's anti-discrimination czar, said he's looking at Alvin Bragg. He's keeping his eye on the situation. And he mentioned that
this situation was in Brooklyn. This was in Brooklyn, not Manhattan.
Exactly.
Okay.
But he...
hey, Vincent, I'm sorry. I'm just completely out of time. To those of you on hold, I do apologize. Do me a favor. Have a great day. I am back live 3 p.m. Eastern as calls are still coming in. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?